Folks, Johnny P here again. I know it's been a very long time, but I just wanted to get back on here and kind of see what you guys were up to. I'm still doing carnivore, still still knocking back those steaks and all that. But yeah, so just a quick update. I'm gonna try to get some more videos out for y'all and keep pushing through. I know it's been I don't even know. I'm sorry guys. It has been a very long time, but yeah, if you guys are new to this channel or, just haven't seen any of my, videos or anything like that, just real quick rundown. I lost a ton of weight doing carnivore. I've kept it off for multiple years now. I was at one point like 385, 390 pounds, like pushing 400, getting close to it, at least knocking on the door, which is wild to even think about these days. But yeah, so now I'm down to, I fluctuate, just kind of depending on, how much water I'm drinking and, how much I'm working out, and which I do work out quite a bit. I work out 6-7 days a week. Along with that, I couple it with, running. I'm really big into running marathons now, half marathons, all that good stuff. And then, like the training leading up to it. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. But I lost all that weight, so I'm sitting at right around 220, 225 pounds. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, just depending on how heavy my meals are. I still do, I'm not even sure if I'm sure I've said this on some previous videos, but yeah, I do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So I've coupled that with carnivore. I'm trying to be as strict as possible. There have been some times, guys, and I'm sure you guys can relate. There have been some times where, I'll throw in, some different things on holidays, possibly nothing crazy. I try to adhere to that diet as much as possible, but sometimes I'll throw in some fruit every now and then, like, on special occasions. And I know it sounds super strict and, like fruit is like a cheat meal. But yeah, I'll throw in some fruit, I'll throw in some veggies every now and then, but typically it is very strict carnivore. And I've been doing this for a very long time now, or at least what it seems to be, multiple years. It definitely is multiple years. I'm not sure exactly how long it is now, but yeah, it's something that is super sustainable for me. I enjoy chicken. I don't really eat a lot of fish. Could probably definitely do some more fish in my diet, but I do enjoy like I said, chicken, steak. I don't really do any like shrimp or anything like that, but chicken, steak, ground beef. I love lamb too. Just all sorts of stuff, guys. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been staying very strong with it, and it's something that I really do enjoy. And if you guys go look at my previous videos and stuff like that, it's something that I've done for a very long time. And I'm living proof here that you could be as close up to 400 pounds and lose that weight relatively quick. I've done it, let's see, I did it probably, I lost the initial 80 pounds, not even kidding, like I think it's total like 160 pounds. I lost that initial 80 pounds like the first, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months just on diet alone. I didn't even do really any cardio, any weightlifting, just completely 180 my diet, and started eating super clean, as far as just steak and chicken pretty much. And of course I eat pretty much every meal every day with eggs. And I have pretty heavy meals, guys. Like obviously it's really easy to track your macros if that's kind of what you're doing, with carnivore, because you're sticking strictly to fats and proteins pretty much. So those are super easy to track. I try to get around 200 grams to 250 grams of protein, so that one meal is pretty heavy. And I eat it over, I don't know, maybe I eat it over maybe hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm not just having it all prepped, starting the timer and then going. It's just kind of like eating as I go. If I'm cooking like some steak, I'll get that steak prepped, cut it up and all that, and I'll eat it. I'll start eating when I'm making the eggs, or making the chicken cutlets or anything like that. So it's not something that I'm adamant like, all right, start the timer, eat, and then you only have 30-minute window, hour window. It's something when I'm eating, that's when I'm eating. I don't really, if I'm hungry at lunch, I'll eat at lunch. If I'm hungry at dinner, I'll eat at dinner, and that could not be a full like 24 hours, but you know, again, whenever you're working out and running and all of that stuff, it's kind of like, you know, you know, as long as it makes sense with your body being hungry and all that, eat. You know, that's just kind of kind of what I've adapted, you know, or adopted, you know, my way of eating. And it has definitely worked, as you guys can tell. I'm still, you know, still staying down pretty low. I touched, let's see, I got down to 200. 198, I think, was my lowest when I started out this journey. And you know, I just didn't like the way like my face looked. I didn't like, you know, I just felt really like kind of weak. So I started, you know, like really, you know, putting on the muscle as much as possible, and really upping that meal, that 1 meal a day, and you know, kind of just staying, you know, trying to stay as close to that 200 mark, or that 200 grams of protein. And I've noticed a dramatic difference, at least like my ability to, first of all, go through my day with everything I have going on, along with working out, running, and you know, I try to run every single day, which, if I'm being honest, that's exactly what, you know, I'm definitely strict on, is at least running, you know, at least a 5K. That's, you know, like three and some change, 3 miles and some change. You know, once a week I'll throw in, you know, a 10K, and then once a month I'll try to get a half marathon at least, which is 13 miles. But that's all coupled with the running every day, working out, and you know, I'm really in the gym, maybe, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Nothing crazy. I'm not killing myself in the gym or anything like that. I'm really just lifting heavy, running, and eating right. And that's, you know, that's something that I feel is very sustainable for my lifestyle. It gives me the energy I need to feel satiated all day. You know, with that 1 meal, I have enough gas in the tank to work out, to run, you know, just eat until you're full. Obviously you don't want to overdo it, especially if you have this, this kind of idea of how much you need to eat and all that. Just eat until you're full. And if you have to split that meal up to get, you know, your protein goals and stay within your calorie deficit, if that's what you're doing, go ahead and do it. I don't really have a calorie deficit or anything I'm trying to, you know, accomplish, at least a certain number. Obviously I'm not gonna sit around and eat all day, and you can only eat, I mean, you can only get so much food in your stomach, you know, at that 1 meal. So I eat till I'm full. And you know, I can really pack in quite a bit of food in, you know, that hour, that 1 meal. So it's been working, guys. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to leave them down in the comments, or, you know, anything like that. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I'm going to try to be way more diligent on this channel, and you know, this is fun for me, guys. I'm still having fun. I'm having a blast doing it. Obviously there's, you know, been, you know, sometimes whenever I'm eating, you know, way too much fruit or something like that, I overdo it. You know, that's just part of the game, you know, the name of the game. Sometimes you're going to slip up, guys. Pick yourself back up and just keep going. Just stay the course. Again, it may feel super slow, like in the middle, or, you know, let's say you have a dramatic amount of weight that you want to lose. You'll probably lose a ton of it in the beginning. I mean, a ton of it. And I'm going to go over in some, you know, other videos, just touching on when I first started, to where I am at now, and then like kind of, you know, some plateaus that I ran into, what I did through those. So yeah, that's, you know, something to look forward to if you guys are curious about it. If you guys have any ideas or have any questions that I could build a video off of, please feel free to ask. I am all about, you know, the community, and, you know, like as far as helping other people out, because I'm telling you guys, I have not felt better in a very long time, or, you know, as good as I do now in a very long time. Like, I feel as good as I did, you know, in high school, you know, college, all that. Like, you know, like, I feel phenomenal. And I, you know, it's all due to the diet. Like the working out, I was still working out, not as much as I am now. Obviously I wasn't running. I just wasn't able to, you know, being as heavy as I was. So I think, losing that initial weight, if you are, you know, like someone who likes to work out, I would recommend definitely changing your diet first, and getting like a little bit lower on the scale, or just in weight in general. It doesn't have to be a specific number on the scale that you're looking to get to before, or a certain percentage of weight loss before, you know, like, or anything specific like that. It's more so geared towards, just so it's easier on your knees, easier on your joints as you start moving forward to just like working out and running, if cardio is your thing, do low impact cardio. Or you know what, guys, just give it a shot. Like as far as not working out, when you first start, just really stick to that diet and you're gonna see a dramatic result. I don't even like to say diet because, it has such a bad stigma on it. It's something that, like, at least in my mind, and I won't project this onto anyone, at least in my mind, it's one of those things that has like a negative stigma to it. And I'm just like, this is more of a lifestyle change. And I'm just trying to do that, trying to, make it happen as far as staying with that kind of lifestyle. That's exactly what I've been doing for these past few years. And guys, I got to tell you, it is worth it. I feel like I've gotten some of my youth back. I feel really, really good. Anytime I'm working out, anytime I'm in the yard, anytime I'm, just moving my body, I feel so much better. No pain. It really does feel good. No inflammation, which is the biggest thing too. You're gonna notice that almost immediately. Like whenever you get carbs and sugar, or whatever idea that you want to do, whether it's keto, a more dramatic like carnivore that I'm doing and did. You're going to notice that inflammation going down, because whenever you start losing carbs or start taking carbs out, you're taking out sugars too. And I got to tell you guys, it's amazing. I am, as you can tell, I'm very excited about this. I think it is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life, and it is so cool. It really is. Like, I feel so much better. There wasn't a doubt in my mind when I first started and saw those immediate results, which that'll be, something I'll touch on again too. I'm sure I have a video about it. But it's really nice to see, to see a separate video about that, especially whenever this lifestyle has been sustained. So yeah, if you guys do have any questions, feel free to, put it down in the comments, or anything like that, guys. I do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day or night or whenever it is for y'all, checking out this video. I have a ton of these, like a ton of different ideas that I want to start doing. So definitely stay tuned, guys. You guys have a great rest of your night.